and people knows him with such of a kind of audacity, and you understand. So that's why people were just like surprised. So is this 001 humble like this, making calls, all these things? So to some extent, where he was calling the military personnel, you are a fool. So you see, this one is just like an insult to the nation. Yes, it's just an insult to the nation. That's why people will say, this is not proper. We know securing the land is not proper, but insulting uniform personnel on his duty, because he was assigned to do that. I know he was not there on his own. Yes, and he even said it. He's acting based on other. Yes, so I think government officials should know how to handle dispute like this, because when things like this happen, it will reach to some extent where you will have a kind of officers where they are short-tempered officer. So something bad may likely happen. Yes, so I even commend the guy, the way he handled. He answered him back politely. Yes, politely, with all the sense, with saying, I have integrity, all these things. Yes. I think there is respect there, at least, despite the fact that the minister did not respect the uniform. In fact, if you do not respect the boy, you respect the uniform. You're not supposed to call him a fool. He said his uniform. With his uniform, doing his own duty. Because you are there to do your own duty too. Yes. Him too. You understand? So I think the investigation should be open and honest. Yes. Both BK and the naval officer or the Navy need to respect each other. If something like this happens, there is a way they will handle it. But did the boy, this soldier, let me call him soldier, let me not call him before you come along. Did he actually disrespect the minister? According to what the minister said, it's like the naval officer disrespecting, because he is the 001 of Abuja. He has access to everywhere he wants to enter. They should allow him to enter. He was denied from accessing that land. And according to unverified sources, they said that land has almost everything, the clearance, all the necessary papers. Yes. So, and this land, they are to develop the land, I think it's for park or something like that. Okay. So there was a time when engineer was there, they were doing their work at the site. They sent some personnel, harass them, chase them away. So that's why I think the owner of the project now decide to deploy this personnel. You see, go and mount themselves there. And you know, in Nigeria, if something like this is happening and government refuses to look at it, people may decide to have their own self-help. This one is just like a self-help, because you send people to go and work for you, and they were chased away. Then you look for your own way to handle your own issues yourself. That is it. That is what is happening almost. If everyone, you and I, if we have access to how we will help ourselves, that is what we will do. Because if you are to hear stories from Abuja pertaining land issue or land dispute, you will hear a lot of stories. Because they used to say, allegedly, they used to say the 001 used to revoke people's land. The land that is meant for residential revoked from Mr. A and dashed to Mr. B. Wow. Yes, especially if you are not politically in the same level team. Yes. So if this thing continues like this, you see, people will start to look for their own self-help. Yes, because with this one now, tomorrow, if somebody want to develop his land too, you will go and look for army. I keep there. Yes. Because they are the only personnel that will stop 001 from accessing land in Abuja. So I think the prop should be fair, and the result should be made public to prevent future civil-military tension. Because this one is just like the civilian versus military. You know, according to story, I think in 1966 and so, the first coup in Nigeria started somewhere like this, where citizens start to use military for some purpose. Maybe they want to intimidate someone, they want to, so to some extent, where people cannot do without the military. So this one raised tension in military department. That's these people are using us. So let's just get back our glory. So that is what leads to the poor. So I think government should look at this thing because this the 001 is like a public figure. Minister in Nigeria is representing the president. At the same time, the naval officer in uniform is also representing the president, because the president is commander-in-chief of armed forces. So they are two of them are representing the one person. So I think dialogue should be the best thing there, not calling someone fool or something like that. I think it should be a kind of respectful dialogue or something like that. In fact, in some cases, if something like this happens in future, the 001 supposed to send his people, not him himself. Him himself. Yes, because going there himself is what that is what leads to all these things. Then it makes the thing go viral, because it's something strange. People used to fear him with all his influence and others. So now somebody that is underage, not known, deny him access to land in Abuja. So I think government should look into this. The result, I said, should be made publicly. Yes.
There's a public disgrace. All right, so that's it for that. So we are moving right ahead to National Assembly approves Tinubu's 1.15 trillion naira domestic loan.
That is the National Assembly.
Yes, approves
another one because point. Now we will use another, because
is another.
Yes, you know, this reflects the country financial pressure. Nigeria used to borrow money. I think, is it quarterly or what? How can I put it? Because almost every year we used to borrow money more than 2 to 3 times, and this money is hardly, I don't know whether I don't have access to all the how they spend the money.
Yes.
But in some places or in some countries where everything is transparent, if they borrow such amount of money, every individual of that country will have access to data that will show how this money was spent or how this money is to be spent. But the only thing in Nigeria is to hear that today they will borrow 1 point billion, 1 point
we did here,
billion.
They don't sell us out finish.
So what are they using this money for? We have our IGR, we are generating our own revenue. Yes. So you see, more loans means heavier debt for future generation. That is what is happening. So I pity the future generation, because
you come and borrow
we keep on borrowing without paying. So it will reach to an extent where maybe these people that we used to borrow from them, you know, if you borrow today, borrow tomorrow,
they will get tired.
Next time, if you are not paying this money back,
they will get tired.
How are they going to retrieve back their money? Is to start seizing your assets. Yes, like now you borrow 20K from me, and you did not pay me back. After some time,
borrow 10,000.
When I get that, I will just seize your phone. That is the only way. So I don't know if this thing continue like that. The debt for future, I think we said the loan is heavier for the future generation
to carry.
May lead to losing some of our assets if care is not taken. So the government should show clearly how the money will be spent and how it's planned, how to repay the money.
Yes.
You see, when you are collecting, don't just consider what
you should have what you pay with in future.
Make your necessary plan. This is how I will spend this money, and this is how I will repay this money. It must be strengthened tax collection and reduce unnecessary spending. So government should cut their spendings. Yes, cut their spendings. We look at the National Assembly. Most of this National Assembly, they approve this money. Maybe they have something there. I'm not sure. But why will they approve today? Approve tomorrow.
Next tomorrow.
You see, they hardly reject. Maybe they have their own percentage.
Maybe.
I don't know. But they keep on approving something that we don't know where the money is going to. And probably we don't know how their plans to pay this money back. So I pity the future generation. They should get ready because they will pay a lot of debts. Yes, they will pay a lot of debts.
They should not come and have hunchback with debts on their head. Alright, so we are moving to the next story. It says, be fair, truthful in government criticism. Tinubu tells editors. Okay, so we should be truthful, huh?
To me, you don't need to tell somebody to be true, to be fair, because when somebody said something that is not right, you don't need to go and defend yourself as a public figure, as a president, as a vice president, House of Assembly member, senator, governor, all these people. You don't need to have like a media aid that will be defending you. Your work will defend you. Like now, assuming there is a lot of initiative, a lot of support from government and others. Now, as individual or as a media house, if we publish that this government is not doing so thing, people will attack us. Yes, people will attack us with facts. So just use facts. Don't just be you cannot be begging people to be fair. Just do the fear. If you do it, you will see it.
Yeah.
So I think
do good and see good.
I'm not saying that the media houses are reporting their report is 100% right, but at least to some extent they are right. Yes, because it's in Nigeria that you will like now that we just said they approve 1.1 trillion, 1.15 trillion. Now that is, you will not get all the details where and how they spend it. So if tomorrow media house start to report that this government are borrowing without knowing what they I think they are feared.
Yes.
So tell us in details, show us the data. So I think with this, you don't need to tell people to be fair. So the message around fear on the surface, but you see, some people see it as attempt to control journalist reports. Yes. Because in some places it's the government that control the media. So if government control media, definitely nothing will go on. No critics. Nothing. Yes. And at times, even if you are doing it, if they report something that is somehow not right or something like that, it's like a constructive critics to you. You understand? To fix this thing, to do it more in such a way that people will be convinced that yes, you are doing something.
Yes.
So I think questioning the media to be fair or something like that, I think it's not the work of government. The work of government is to do justice to people, all what it takes to do it with all diligence. This office is just like Amana.
Yes, in Amana, they give you Amana, the owner will come.
So all this money, make sure you spend them in the proper way, and people should see everything. That is transparency, accountability, and others should be there. So I think with this, you don't need to tell media house to be fair or something like that. Even if they are not fair, you will have people that will attack them, not you telling them to be fair.
Of course. All right, so we are moving to the next newspaper. It's Daily Trust. So Daily Trust, okay, we've talked about the 1.15 trillion naira loan.
Yes.
So let's talk about this government drops mother tongue's policy.
Mother tongue's policy.
Yes.
So, what do they want us to learn?
I don't know. We go learn English.
learning English is not a problem. But you see, when you look at advanced countries like China, India, and other places, English is not. It's not must that you use English before you be creative, before you be productive, or something like that. Intelligence is different. Language, English is just a language, like other languages. So I'm not saying that we should stop using English, but at least we should give room to mother's language too, so that people that used to have it very difficult to understand English should now have another way to understand it better using their mother's language. You know, there is something that they used to call in teaching the L2. You see, when you are teaching now, if you do know that if you are teaching a child in Nigeria, the child is learning two things at the same time. One, the child is learning the concept you are teaching. Two, the child is also learning the language, because it's not his language or her language. So they are learning two things at the same time. So that is why if the English is too tough, difficult for them, then we tell them in their own language. Do you know that if you go to school now and ask students to tell you, like now, if you say, okay, what is this in English? At times, most students know how to put that thing in their own language.
Yes.
But the problem now is to convert that their own language to English. That is the main problem. Look at this essay writing. If you ask them, well, go and write essay on how you spend your holiday, you see somebody will just be thinking, cracking brain.
Yes.
Which is something that you just stood up, explain all what you know. But it's a big deal because that mother's language is dominant.
It's very important.
So dropping mother's language at this time, maybe government should now look for a way.
Man, can't they do something?
Yes.
What is it? Oh God, this is Nigeria. I don't understand. Okay, so now who is a man without a hood? Like, you don't have a culture, you want to adapt, in fact you want to push your children, yourself, into another person's culture.
You see, and in Nigeria we have over 500 languages, and most schools lack teachers that will teach those languages. So I think dropping it completely, I said, is not proper. If possible, they should choose the major one. Choose the major one. Like I know before, in this external exam, like WAEC, NECO, and others, they used to have like Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Efik, and other major languages taught in school. So it should, I think, it should remain like that. Because do you know that
it should remain like that.
If you stop teaching these languages, it will reach to an extent where the language will also be decaying. The next generation will not know how to communicate using their own language. So it's going to be, you are indigenous of social tribe by name,
you don't know
but
how
if they ask you to speak that language, you can't. Just be looking at people like somebody that is falling from heaven or something. So it's a work between parent and government. Yes, the parent, even if they stop it in school, parents should teach them at home. Yes, parents should teach them, because it will reach to a level where this thing will decay if they stop teaching these languages.
So now, in this kind of situation, if we are taking the mother's tongue out, I am not praying, should we find ourselves in any war or anything, and then probably I want to communicate with you or another person in a tribe that only that person can understand, then there will be no any channel for that, except I will speak English, and then probably the enemy is an English person or understands English.
If you look at Nigeria, we have different regions already. So I think government should look at it in this region, like let's say the northern region. In northern region, what is the dominant language? That language should be adopted in the north. Then in south, what is the dominant? That language should be adopted. Then we have English should serve as official language. Because you know that most of these countries that are advanced in technology and other things, they don't care to teach in whatsoever. The primary target is to equip the next generation with skills. with skills. But look at us here. Up to now, theory is almost 95% in our schools. Yes, not practicals. But if you go to some places, practical is supposed to be like 70-80%.
Yes.
Because what you do, you hardly forgot what you do with your own hand.
Yes.
But if they are to tell you, like now, if they are to tell you procedure of doing this, if they are to tell you the steps, and later on they come and ask you to explain the steps, you will be cracking your brain here and there, looking for what to explain. But whenever you have the skills, you just look at yourself as if you are doing that thing.
Yes.
Then you explain it better.
Yes.
So that's why I think government is supposed to focus on practicals, not dropping mother language. Teach me in any language, provided I will understand.
I'm telling you.
That's all. English is just a language. The other one too are language. So they should just divide Nigeria into. We are divided already. We have regions. So let them just adopt this language. The major one in this region should be adopted. This region too should. So this one will also promote culture and unity.
Yes.
Yes, because if they stop all these languages, culture will also die. So there will be no culture again.
Yes, we'll be cultureless.
Yes.
All right, still on Daily Trust, we are moving to World Cup Eagles battle Gabon. Is it
Gabon?
Gabon in crucial playoff. Okay, they said this today, so we are taking that off.
Okay.
Yes. So a trader cries out that he or she lost 120 million naira goods cash to market fire. That's my fire outbreak in the market.
This fire outbreak, I think if you look at most of our major markets, most of our major markets used to experience this power outbreak. So I think they should look at the way they design the markets. Yes. You know, a market is a place where you have a lot of people here and there. And we are using a lot of electronic facilities there. Yes. Like the bulbs, all these sockets and others. Yes. And you know, it's not everyone that will be conscious of how to use these things. Yes. At times, some people, like now, this is a show. Somebody will just, after the market day like this, somebody will just leave everything on, all the appliances, the electrical stuff there, will leave it on and just close the shop and go. So, to some extent, if you look at the way our electricity, it's not that stable. Yes. At times, the voltage is not stable too. At times, it may be high or low. So, the fluctuation in the electricity at times may lead to this fire outbreak. And it used to start as a small thing, very small like this, but when action has not been taken, it will now escalate to a bigger one. Now, in this case, government and market association should enforce free safety rules, provides extinguishers, and educate traders on emergency response. And they should have a kind of like a fire service unit installed in the market. Yes. Because look at now, 120 million
in this Nigeria, in this economy.
So maybe it's somebody's lifetime saving, all his life or her life. So you see, they should have like fire service unit installed in the market. So whenever there is fire outbreak or something like that, that's you know, it started as with extinguisher level like that. Yes. So if fire extinguisher can quench the fire, fine. If it escalates to a bigger one, then the fire service unit should now take over. Yes, so I think it's a problem. Yes, it's a problem because it's devastating. Yes. It used to destroy shops. There was a time this in Kano, Kantin Kwari also. And you know, the shops are very close to each other. So when it started at shop 1, before you know, it will reach to shop 10. And you know, we are in Harmattan period now.
Yes.
There is wind blowing.
Yes.
So there is high probability that the fire will start it as just small thing like that. Then wind will carry it. That is why setting fire in this period is not good at all. Yes, to set fire and leave. Like, you know, at times when you go to some places, some markets, you see they will put all their trashes in a place and set fire there and go. Especially at night if they are leaving. So there is high tendency at times wind will blow this fire, carry it to the market, and you know,
probably there is leather, paper.
So all these things will now make the fire to now escalate to bigger one, which you hardly control. And you know, our fire service unit in Nigeria, they are somehow like this. At times you call their number unreachable, 911 or something like that. It's not going or something, no response. Before they arrive, the damage has been done. Yes.
Alright, dear viewers, at this point we are going on a very short break. When we return, the program will continue. Stay tuned. welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Breakfast Show on Haske-Tv. I am Rachel Lambs.
I am Hamza Donko.
Yes, and we have gone through a lot of newspapers, but right now we are moving right away to The Guardian. So The Guardian says Nigeria Guild of Editors insist on free press as Tinubu urges fairness, pledges recovery. So the next story on The Guardian says presidency denies Trump effect on Nigeria forex sell-off as can seeks end to genocide.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
I think that's it for The Guardian.
that is the major story.
Yes.
Okay. The presidency denies the effect on, you see, in the forex markets recently went deep. Yes, it's declined in price. Most people lost money or something like that due to what's happened between President Donald Trump and Nigerian government.
Yes.
But the presidency denies the effects. Yes. Meanwhile, these two, in most cases, investors look at things in a global form. Like now, when they invest in a certain stock or like that, and the markets, the stock market is highly volatile.
Yes.
Yes, it's volatile, and it's always trends with the news. If there is positive news, the market will
Carry down.
yes, it will go up, and that is, there will be like uptrends or something like that.
Yes.
Then, if the news is negative, the market will drop. Look at during COVID-19, there was panic almost everywhere. So people decide to sell off their shares. So selling off their shares make the market to go deep. It's just that's the stock market is like buying and selling.
Yes.
Yes. So when many people, the buyers are many compared to sellers, the market will rise. The market will go up. But when the sellers are many compared to buyers, or the majority of people selling, it will definitely. So when that's happened, when issue of President Donald Trump and Nigeria arise, people start to sell off their shares, which makes the markets drop. So stability in market and safety in communities are pillars of national progress. So people now, there are some people, whenever they see that dip, when the market go down like this, is their best opportunity now to buy. To buy at the bottom and sell at the top.
At the high.
Yes.
At the top.
So most of this market is affected by news.
Yes.
Yes. So when Donald Trump said he will invade Nigeria, many people will not invest. That is the truth. During COVID-19, many people withdraw their money back to their bank because of what is happening globally.
Yes.
It will not favor any market. Look at even our normal markets. They shut down the markets. Things were expensive. The movement where there was restriction in movement and so. So
yes.
That is when you go to this Middle East now, these places that used to have crisis here and there. If you look at their market, it's not that stable.
Yes.
So crisis don't used to favor market at
all.
So that's why when people see that crisis is coming, before it comes, they will sell. Until when things are stable, when they hear good news or something like that, this thing will not happen, or these are the necessary arrangement on ground, or this is the measures on ground, then they will buy back. So that is why the market will reverse and goes up. So the presidency denied this, and probably the market is coming back to its sense now.
Yeah. So we pray so. We pray that it should come back to its sense. Alright, so before we close down our curtain, let me rush through all the newspapers we've reviewed today. Alright, Punch says, Wike naval officer clash, ex-general Fumi asks, as federal government orders probe. That's the Punch. Daily Trust says, despite Tinubu's pledge, federal government takes fresh 1.15 trillion loan on top of our head, Nigeria. So we are moving right away to Vanguard. Vanguard says Tinubu's backs Nigerians Guild of Editors proposals for media tax relief, VAT exemption. The next says the Guardian, still talking about the Nigeria Guild of Editors, insists on free praise as Tinubu urges fairness, pledges recovery. Alright, at this point, we are going to tell you goodbye, but we are not shutting the whole station, of course. So, my name is Rachel Lance and
Hamza Tanko.
Do well to join us next week, the same time,